What up, what up? This the hottest in the hood, Red Cafe. And you are watching the Drama Queen, which is my very, very close friend, on Miss Drama TV. You heard? What else?
When I fly, you fly, we fly together. And when I shine, you shine, we shine forever.
Shakedown.
It's your one and only Drama Queen. Of course, you know who this man is. One and only Red Cafe. He's in the studio right now.
Yeah. What up?
Always keeping it busy. Of course, we have a lot to get into with you today. I mean, first off, we have this great, phenomenal album coming up, right? It's a little bit long time coming, but we're excited about it. Now, what's the official date for those who, or do we have a date?
Yeah, we're going for the top of the year.
Top of the year. So 2012.
Yeah, first quarter.
First quarter. So as the ball drops.
Yeah.
All gonna come.
We'll be counting down.
We'll be counting down. Now, you know, many who have followed you and know you as an artist, a lyricist, they have looked at your previous projects, some of them as almost albums themselves, because they are original music. They have definitely represented your story, right, you know, from beginning to end. So talk a little bit about some of your previous works, even like the Co-op to some degree, who many feel like, okay, that was a work of Red Cafe, why wasn't that considered an album, or so on and so forth. I mean, what is the evolution of you from that particular album to this particular album that we're going to be hearing at the top of the next
It'll be
year?
a lot of growth.
Okay.
You know,
and how have you grew? Talk a little bit about that. I mean,
I grow every day, you know. Different experiences, dealing with things differently.
Okay.
You know, coming from the streets, you know, you might approach things one particular way when you're in a certain part of your life or you're in a certain place. Okay. And then, you know, as you grow, you approach things differently, you know.
Okay.
Like, so I might, you know, I might have only bought one bottle in the club. Now I buy 10.
Now you buy 10. Okay, so that's
growth.
That's a growth. That's an income growth apparently. So that means you're doing very well. What would you say has been the biggest lesson you learned thus far that you would impart to others?
Well, not depending on the label and always like remain independent. So you know, my thing is now I always want to maintain the will, control of it, and just kind of control my own destiny. Okay. You know, I had a thing where early in my career, you know, I signed a deal and I was celebrating early. You know, I celebrated the victory too early.
So no premature action going on.
Yeah, not anymore. Okay.
All right. One person that I know is helping you to live your best life. I'm not going to say Oprah, but I am going to say Diddy, because Diddy essentially, you know, he has a lot of faith in you. You know, and I see that you have a great relationship with him. So let's talk a little bit about him. What is he doing specifically for you that maybe the major label machine did not do for you? What does he specifically do for you as an artist, or what has he been able to do or show you that you feel like you weren't getting from being with any of these other labels?
He's Puff is a personal inspiration. You know, I watched him, we all watched him go from an intern to where he is today. So he's like a personal inspiration. Okay. He motivates me every day. I watch him going hard like he doesn't have anything. You know, like his bank account says 0, and he goes hard every day. So you know, that motivates me to not ever take for granted the opportunity that we have. Okay. So you know, that's something that he does, inspires and motivates me every day. And also he challenges me to be better than what's out there and be better than what I did yesterday. You know, he doesn't make the same amount of money that he makes off of music that he makes off of everything else. So this is just something that he just has a passion for, and he just likes to do it, and he likes to help people. Okay. So you know, if you want him to go hard for you, you gotta go hard for yourself. So you know, these are things that he might put you through. Just see, are you willing to really do this? Okay. Because I was willing to do it when I was on the come up. You know, so you know, the difference with me is I just came in as a functioning entity. Okay. You know, I was already grossing an income before Puff. So you know, so he comes on and he becomes a support system and just helps me grow. There was a period of time when I wasn't excited about, you know, especially the music that was coming out of here in New York City wasn't inspiring to me. But you know, I think there's great things brewing right now. So I feel good about New York City's music and what they have to offer. Okay. You know, I mean, I get my inspirations different places now. So
When you say different places, are you like you coming like a guru, you Zen Buddhist or anything to that degree, or I mean, what we see?
I mean, no, I just travel to get my experiences.
Okay.
You know, I want to talk about different things.
Okay.
And I have world listeners, so I need to be able to be interesting to them.
Exactly.
Everywhere.
Do you have any particular expectations, or are you going in it like, look, I just want people to be aware that I am dropping my project, I have a movement going on, and I would like to see some support?
Awareness is everything. As long as I can make sure that, you know, the world is aware,
right,
then the rest is just going to be the reality of it.
Right. Okay.
You know, they want the music. I know that people want the music because I done seen, you know, my mixtapes being downloaded millions of times. So, you know, now it's just, you know, if the interest is there enough for it to be purchased.
Right.
So, I mean, the economy is where the economy is. People just spending their money. They just kind of thinking more before
right.
they spend their money.
Exactly.
They still spending money. You know, they spending it on different things.
So
now, if you just have to make sure you're one of those things that they're spending it on.
You know, some people feel like, yeah, Lil Wayne is still doing it. He's you know, making a lot of great music. But then there is some skepticism about the sales. Were you skeptical when you heard those numbers, knowing kind of what the average has been, or are you like, oh yeah, he did that? I mean, were you like, this guy is doing that? I mean, you know.
I mean, Lil Wayne's, you can't really gauge Lil Wayne's fan base or his audience.
Okay.
You know, he touches a lot of people. You just look at people's concerts. If you know, if a person say, yo, I don't think this guy sold those records, just go look at their concert. And they sell it like 20, 30,000. You can't fool them.
Exactly.
You can't fool them that way. You know.
Okay.
So these are. I don't participate in the fuckery.
Now,
they call for reality shows all the time. So it just depends on what it's going to represent. Like,
okay.
You know, I'm something real. It just can't be like a circus.
A scripted situation.
Yeah, it has to represent something real.
Right.
You know, and if it makes sense, I'm with it. Like it just can't compromise who I am. You know, sometimes you get on these shows and you don't have control over what goes out. You know, you sign something and they have the control. So they'll edit it and doctor it up in a way that it'll make you look crazy, and I'm not willing to compromise myself in that way. Yeah.
So you're a little bit of a private person to some degree.
Yeah, very private.
Okay.
You know,
so we won't see you kind of running, having cameras in your bedroom area or anything like that. I mean, behind the scenes.
There might be cameras in my bedroom.
Okay.
Maybe.
I don't know. Anything's possible.
Anything's possible.
I'm just saying. Do you feel like nowadays social networking has kind of gotten out of hand? I think Drake even said something to that degree that, you know, he can't even go on Twitter and whoever else. But what are your thoughts on social networking for artists? Do you think it's something they should live by, or do you think it's something they should use more strategically?
I mean, for me, it's just my opinion. So
okay, of course.
I think it should be used strategically.
Okay.
But, you know, some people have a lot more confidence via text or Twitter, you know. So I think, you know, even the text on your phone, it kind of made you like not interested in talking on the phone anymore. You know, so people could hide behind the text. Okay. And you could write it and erase it and rewrite it and make sure it's written. Or maybe you might be sipping and then you might say, you know what, fuck it, I can go ahead and I can write this shit and I'm gonna just be a internet thug or whatever. You know. Yeah, I mean that. Me personally, like, I don't engage in stuff like that. But
okay. So have you?
Entertaining. I watch it.
You watch it.
And I'm like, damn, I know this guy. This guy doesn't even get down like that. He's on Twitter.
Right.
And he's, you know, saying
he's tough.
Shit. He's a tough guy. He's an internet thug. Yeah, I mean.
So have you ran across some internet thugs that you maybe want to give some advice to or help them out?
Absolutely not.
Take them under your wing?
No. It's entertaining. It's comedy. I get my popcorn.
You get your popcorn. You watch your updates.
Yeah, I need entertainment. Fuck it. Keep acting a fool. I don't care.
Okay.
I mean, I'm a businessman. If anything makes sense business-wise, I'll be willing to sit down and talk about it. Okay. But I talk to Q. Okay. Every now and again. I just talked to him the other day. Okay. How is he doing? He's doing pretty good. He's in Atlanta. Okay. And he's working on a new project as well. And, you know, he heard Fly Together before it came out. He came to the studio with me, and he was like, man, that record right there is special. You need to go with that. So, and Gravy, I haven't really seen Gravy. Okay. But, you know, I wish them the best.
Right.
We got a mixtape on the way, Hell's Kitchen.
Okay.
It should be coming out in the next 2 weeks before
Nice.
Christmas.
Right.
You know, it's going to be original music on there as well. I'm going to add some freestyles on there just to keep things exciting and stuff that I could add into my live performance. But you'll have at least 12 original songs on there.
Nice.
And that's just like a preview to the album, get you ready, and you know, and just I want to continue to prove myself as a brand that the people could trust.
Wanna hit me on the iChat, on the iPad, fly in the sky cap. Shorty got a nice job, but works too hard. Quit that shit tomorrow. Now welcome to the mob. I need my women mobile. I make a bitch a mobile. Double